Hey folks, welcome back to another Poem Master video, and as usual, let's get our daily discount summons in. And today we're going to actually talk about these summons as we get to them after I finish doing this. And hopefully the rest of these summons aren't as bad as that one. But yeah, also later today, I'd say probably sometime afternoon. Let's do 5 p.m. PST, how about that? We're gonna do some more Crown Tundra stuff, which is fun because I'm really enjoying Crown Tundra so far, especially the adventure thing, the Datamined adventure. That was much better than I initially thought it would be. I was like playing Battle Factory back in the Battle Frontier, right? It's kind of like that, but different, I guess. We'll try shiny hunting some legendaries, if possible, right? So. Tune in, we'll shiny hunt something, I don't know. Probably want to do one of the Gen 4 legendaries first, right? Maybe I'll go Palkia. Either that or Gen 3 ones, but yeah, looks like we aren't really getting any good stuff here too soon. Are we gonna get another Fantina? Because I already got 2 Fantinas from this battle, so I already have the 6 out of 20 Fantina. Can we get a third one? Or can we get more? Which much because okay, he already has an EX. Oh, no way. No way! She's back? She's back for the second time in 2-3 days or something? I don't even know. Well, wasn't expecting that. Would have been really nice if we had an extra Morty or Frat game, because the extra, you know, the power-ups, they're nice, right? That you get from the presents. So, anyway, speaking of, let's talk about these banners. These banners. So, these banners, we've had 3 of them this month, right? Roughly, right? The first one was Clement and Elisa, right? Regular Elisa, not 6 Elisa. Clement and Elisa, we got nothing for Clement. Actually, we got 4 of these banners, right? 4 of these banners. Yeah, first one, Clement and Elisa. Nothing for Clement. We got a 6 REX for Elisa. And then we got Singsu Grimsley and Wallace. Nothing for Wallace. Got a 6 REX for Singsu Grimsley. And then we got a Fantina and Morty. We, in terms of these 2, we did get a 6 REX for Morty and a expanded Synchron for Fantina. Oh, also, you also got an expanded Synchron for Elisa. Almost forgot about that. And then the last one was the other one over here, which is Wally and Glacia. 6 REX for Wally, Synchron expansion for Glacia, right? And I was thinking, if we look at like the amount of because this month, and it's been a while since we've got any free-to-play synchros, which I personally would really like to see them finish all the free-to-play synchros before they do these. But if they're doing these, I'm fine with these as well, because if we're looking at what we have left, right, this could be some very exciting times, because what they did this month is basically we got 4 6 REXs alongside 3 old 5-star Gacha Synchron expansions, and the ones that we got, Glacia, Fantina, and Lisa. Not the most exciting ones, but still, I mean, I guess Lisa's semi-exciting. Glacia, whatever. I mean, they were all exciting, but not extremely exciting. But looking at that, if they continue doing this next month, we might be really close to finishing or completing all of the expanded Synchrons for the existing 5-star EXs that are not limited, right? The obvious exception of Holiday Seabat and Rose Santa, right? So looking at what we have left over here, we have only, I think, 6 left. We got Blue, still doesn't have an expanded Synchron. Brendan without expanded Synchron. Right, again, this is just 5-star, non-limited Gacha EX, right? Charon, still not one, but that's free to play, right? So we're not going to talk about that too much. Blue, Brendan, let's see. Blue, Brendan, Hilbert, that's 3. Hilbert, Olivia, that's 4. Phoebe, that's 5. And then the last one that we don't have expanded Synchron for is Leaf. So basically, Blue, Olivia, Brendan, 3 very, very good strikers without Synchrons. Obviously, they can't really compare them to strikers with Synchrons, but, if you take away everyone's synchro, they're still 3 very, very good strikers, right? Although that makes no sense to do. But you get my point, right? 3 very hype, I'd say, strikers that a lot of people have because they've been there since the beginning, right? And then we also have 3 very good supports, right? Leaf's phenomenal, Phoebe's, still great, and Hilbert's okay-ish, right? I mean, Hilbert's not bad, it's just Hilbert doesn't buff crit, which is slightly disappointing. And especially since, here's my, slight beef with Hilbert. Hilbert buffs physical attack and speed, and all the physical water-type strikers, being Singsu Crimsley and Chris, they kind of don't need physical attack buffs, nor speed buffs. They kind of need crit. Which is, I mean, we'll see what happens in the future in terms of, physical water units. But anyways, just in terms of, type skills and stuff. And people also have been speculating, maybe if it gets grid, maybe we get, rain on sync or whatever, right? Which is, again, possibility, like what Lyra got with Sun, right? But we'll see. I just don't think that fits really well. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, these are the last 6 5-star EXs that do not have sync grids yet. And if we look at the banners that we've gotten over here, right, there are 2 kind of patterns, right, that we kind of have here. One being this one for an egg event, right? This is accompanying the fighting and ice type egg event. They gave a fighting 6-star EX and an ice type synchro expansion. And then the other one is, 2 of the same types on the same banner, and then they expanded one of those synchrids, gave the other one a 6-star EX. And again, it's not like guaranteed that they'll use the same pattern again next month, but it's a possibility, right? It's something to go off of. It's much better than randomly saying a name and hoping it gets synchro expanded, right? So if we look at that, let's first look at the egg event, sort of style banner that they could throw at us, which being basically 2 types that we haven't had egg events for, right? Because it'd be kind of weird if I don't think they're going to really rerun egg events anytime soon. Ooh, especially since they just, as my phone almost dropped, especially since they just dropped some of the old egg events into the general egg pool, right? So looking at those, right, that kind of takes out Olivia in this equation, right? Takes out Olivia, takes out Brendan, rock type, grass type already had, takes out Hilbert, that's water type, takes out potentially Eevee because normal type, even though normal type, we haven't had like a normal type egg event, it's just in the normal types, basically the general pool, right? We got Kangaskhan and Tauros in there, right? And then what was the other one? Ghost type, which is another one I guess that we could potentially make happen in terms of egg events. However, here's the thing with ghost type egg events. I don't know how they're gonna do them because right now all the egg events, they're all Gen 1 Pokemon, right? And the amount of ghost type Pokemon in Gen 1, it's a total of 3. Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. So I wouldn't know how they do ghost events. So looking at that, we could potentially, we could get 2 sort of egg events out of that. The big one being potentially blue with Synchro, because flying, we haven't got a flying type egg event yet. And the other one, maybe ghost. Like, here's the thing. What I see maybe potentially happening with in terms of a ghost type egg event, maybe what I'd say is probably like them meshing it with like another type, or another 2 types, so we get like triple type egg events, just because there's no numbers, right? So maybe like a ghost type plus dragon type plus, I don't know, some other type. What other type that Gen 1 doesn't have that much of? Psychic? Yeah, they have a decent amount of psychic. And maybe they'll, or some other type that has like a decent amount, but they'll like chop the numbers down a bit, right, just to match, to make like a triple type egg event. So yeah, I'm not incredibly sure about Phoebe, but if we do get a Phoebe grid expansion, that would be great as well. But the big suspect over here is blue. to get a synchro expansion in this format. And that'll be pretty poggers because, Blue's already a pretty, good striker. And we really, really, really need him to get a synchro because he's our best flying type striker. And it doesn't even have a synchro. We don't have any MP refreshes. No, move gauge. And it's still good. It does good damage. Decently tanky. Like, Blue has really great all-around stats. But does have, a few issues, right? Big thing being its MP. Since it can't max its accuracy or crit, which is very, very sad. But hopefully a grid could fix that, right? The grid could fix a lot of things. Maybe, either maybe they could give them more accuracy, right? Maybe they would give them a bit more damage, through multipliers. It does buff its own crit, so maybe some sort of critical strike. That would be nice, right? As for Phoebe, we'll see what Phoebe could do. Phoebe, it'll be very, very nice if they actually give Phoebe some kind of like healing to help her, right? Because she used to be a really, really great tank until she got like just completely outclassed by like a billion other tanks that came out after her, right? So something like that would be nice as well. As for what other type they would be pairing with it, I have no clue because like they could throw in anything because they threw in Wally with Glalie, right? And Glalie is the one that got the synchro expansion. Wally's just the one that gets 6 REX. As for the candidates that could get a 6 REX, it's basically all the 5-star sync pairs that haven't got a 6 REX yet. And moving on to the next one, or next type of banner, which we'll be talking about, the Fantina and Morty one, which is the other one that we could sort of look for clues of which synchro we could get expanded next, right? So that is 2 of the same types. So we'll have to kind of sort of look for 2 units that, or a 5-star sync pairs that have 2 of the same types, and then one that still doesn't have a 6 REX that could expand yet, right? The big one here being, Ghost has a lot of 5 stars, right? However, since we just got this Ghost banner with Morty and Fantina, I don't see them running it again for next month. And also another reason why I don't think Phoebe is as is as likely as Blue, right? I do think Blue is much more likely than Phoebe to get a synchro expansion next month, just due to the amount of Ghost types we just got this month, right? We've got 3 Ghost type banners, well 2, but 3 featured Ghost type units, right? And the other ones, well, let's check them out, right? Hilbert, in terms of water types, right? We got a good one there, right? They could give us Hilbert grid expansion and then throw us 6-star EX for Chris, which actually won't be terrible because Chris does have Haymaker, right? Which is not bad. I mean, even though it's not the best of all the Haymaker units, but it's something. Or maybe Milotic or whatever. But also the other thing is we did also get like the water type banner. Well, yeah, the water type banner this month as well with Sinsu, Grimsley, and Wallace. I'm not sure if they're gonna do that either. So I'd put Hilbert at a lower possibility than the other ones, right? Leaf is the other one. Leaf is the only normal type 5-star Gacha unit, right? So aside from Charon. So maybe not Leaf if we're going by that format, right? Let's see some of those strikers. Olivia is a possibility, right? And that's especially if they do rerun the Rayquaza Zinnia legendary event, right? Very, very likely if they do rerun that finally, they could also give us an Olivia grid, right? Like I've been saying for a month now, right? And then also they could pair her up with Kukui again, even though they've already done that banner before. They could do another Kukui or double Lycanroc banner with Kukui and Olivia, expand Olivia's sync grid, and then give Kukui like a 6-star EX or whatever. Not that he wears too much on him. But yeah, that I think is another possibility. The other one is Brendan. So Brendan, we could, actually, Brendan and like, what are the 2 options? There's Leaf and Dawn, right? I think, wait, is there any other grass type? I think those are the only 2, right? Since obviously we already have a 6-star EX, synchro expansion for Leaf, the obvious other option over here is Dawn, right? So Brendan, Dawn banner, give Dawn the 6-star EX, and then give Brendan the Synchro expansion, which would be very poggers, right? If, you know, Brendan gets like something like a Dauntless, crit strike on the Synchro, because again, does buff his own, you know, crit, all that stuff. Or maybe even Haymaker. That'll be really nice. Like, Brendan plus Haymaker, like, low-key would be really cool, because do keep in mind, Brendan's sync move is physical, which is, I know, super weird. But, you know, it is physical, but you also get an easy +6 physical attack for Brendan as well, right? So that'll be really good. So something like that for Brendan would be pretty nice, right? So, yeah, in terms of, like, possible sync grids, the most likely ones, I'd say, probably Blue, Brendan, and Olivia, the 3 strikers. And then one, I guess, layer under that would be probably Hilbert and Phoebe. And then the one that I don't really see happening next month is Leaf, right? So, yeah, I mean, again, I don't think they're going to throw out this, you know, they're going to do the exact same pattern next month. So, of those 3, maybe we could get 1, right, at least. And if we get 1, that'll be very, very poggers, right? Just because, again, you know, a lot of people do have these units, for a while, right? Some people might even have more than 1. So if we get one of those Synchro expanded, that'll be really cool. That would be very, very cool, right? So yeah, anyways, that's me on this one, I guess. Just some speculation on, you know, next month's banners and Synchro expansions and such, right? Just according to what we've been getting this month. So a lot of stuff to look forward to. Sounds fun. So anyways, that's me on this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, subscribe to our channel for some more Prime Masters content. Remember, we will be streaming some more current Tundra stuff, so if you guys do want to do some Dynamax Adventure stuff with me, you could join in when that happens. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.